What's up, guys? Today I would like to talk to you about a very common technique in jazz called the tritone substitution. The tritone substitution is when you take a dominant 7 chord, whether it's of the key or standing on its own, and you replace it with a dominant 7 that is a tritone away. A tritone is the interval, an augmented fourth or a diminished fifth away from the first scale degree of whatever key or chord you're talking about. For example, a G7 chord and a D flat 7 chord. This makes sense from a harmonic standpoint because the 3rd and the 7th of each chord are the same but flipped. So the 3rd of G, which is B, becomes inharmonically spelled in D flat 7 as C flat, and the 7th of G7 becomes the 3rd of the D flat 7 chord. These are the tendency tones of these two chords, meaning that each tone is going to pull to a different note of the home key. For example, F in the G7 is going to go down to E, which is the 3rd of C major. Then B, the 3rd of the G7 chord, is going to go up and become a C in the C major 7 that it would resolve to. Let's start off by just playing a normal 2-5-1 in the key of C major, where the chords are going to be D minor 7, G7, and C major 7. You can see in this example through the voice leading that the 7th resolved down and the 3rd resolved up. Now let's take that same 2-5, but instead of using the G7 chord, we're going to add in the D flat 7 chord with the same tendency tones pulling the same way, and now you can hear that resolution. Now let's take this same idea and apply it to a minor 2-5, where the 2 chord becomes a minor 7 flat 5 and the 5 chord becomes altered, such as flat 9, flat 5, sharp 9 or sharp 5. Now let's take that same minor 2-5 but put in the tritone substitution. Some of the theory behind why you can replace a dominant 7 chord with the tritone substitution is because of the melodic minor scale. G7 altered and the D flat that we've been talking about in these last 2 examples come from the A flat melodic minor scale. If you build off of the 7th degree of the A flat melodic minor scale, you get the G altered scale. Whereas if you build off of the 4th degree, you get the D flat Lydian dominant scale. So from an improvisational point of view, you can use this A flat melodic minor scale over both of these chords and they both fit with the alterations. Once again, just to recap, this has been the tritone substitution video. Quite simply just the idea of having a dominant 7 chord and replacing it with a dominant 7 tritone away. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them down below, and thanks.